Okay, we just got back from Jackson and picking up an Evo Road King. And my son was wanting one because he originally started out with this Royal Enfield, and which it's a really good bike. I like the bike, but he did hit a deer recently, but he was kind of already realizing that this sport riding position is uncomfortable for a lot of long hauls. I mean, just for him to come see me from where he lives a freaking hour. I live in the boonies, but you can see, you know, the tank got jacked up and stuff, and so he had been talking to me about wanting an Evo Road King, and I just happened to come across one. And let's take a look at it. This is the parts. I found some of the parts that we're going to need for it. Actually, I got these from, it was one seller. I mean, there's really only one other thing that we're going to need. But you notice that one of the tappet blocks is missing. No lifters. The push rods are gone. Push rod tubes, cam, and cam cover. I've got a cam and push rod tubes for it, so I'm not worried about that. But what we did need was the tappet blocks for damn sure. So let's take a look at what he sent us, and let's see if we come across some Jim Dandies. So I'm hoping that I can get this thing squared away for him pretty quick, because, you know, I know he wants to ride. Now, of course, you know, I've got all these other bikes and he can ride them when he wants to, some of them. But let's see what we got. Now, this is probably the tappet blocks. The guy knows how to pack. Oh yeah, this is the correct tappet blocks. The aluminum ones, the earlier ones are cast. The lifters look to be in good shape, really good shape. Let's go ahead. The other thing that we got, I mean, that was what we found. We found the tappet blocks and the lifters, and the guy had an original service manual for it too. Let's take a look at that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I've worked on a bunch of these, but I firmly believe in always having a factory service manual. I don't care how many times you've done it, just to reference and you know, plus I'm getting old. Man, I tell you what. That's a wrapping pool right there. Let's see what kind of shape it's in. He really wasn't asking too bad a price. I think $45 maybe for the service manual. These are kind of becoming collector's items in themselves. The spine's in good shape, and it ain't that, I mean, this is pretty good. This is a good manual. Anyway, we've got this, and so we got the tappet blocks, and he did have one other thing that I'm gonna need. I got lucky and get all this popcorn in my, out here around my shop. I had to clean it up. But also I'm doing a restoration on my 1950. We're putting the engine together now. We're filming it. If you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like, poke on all them buttons. But he also had an original set of panhead gaskets, engine gaskets. So that's cool. I'm gonna, you know, trying to keep that engine as original as possible, all OEM parts. But anyway, so we'll start looking for the rest of the parts that's gonna fall. We're gonna start looking for the rest of the parts that we're gonna need, and I'm gonna get on this bike here pretty quick because I know he's gonna want to ride. And if you want to kind of see, you know, how this thing turns out, like I said, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna finish my beer. I'll see y'all in the next video.